Good afternoon, Year 9 STEM Whizzes. This is just a quick video tutorial letting you know and explaining your instructions for today's lesson. So we don't have an online Teams lesson today, just need to watch this video to access your instructions. All right, so here's your warm-up. If you can pause your video just for 60 seconds, set yourself a timer, have a go at the boggle. I'm assuming you've done your warm-up, so your learning intention today, you're going to explore the engineering design process, creating an example to demonstrate your understanding. You will have recorded the 9 steps of the engineering design process. You should have done that last Friday. If you haven't, you'll need to do that today. You're going to use an example to demonstrate your understanding of the engineering design process. A lot of you came up with your example at the end of Friday's lesson, and you're going to justify why you've made specific decisions using the engineering design process to solve a problem. Your activities today, you need to access the engineering design process infographic instructions from Daymap. You're going to create an infographic using the example you created last Friday. So last Friday you came up with an example of using the engineering design process to solve a chosen problem. You chose that problem. You're just going to create an infographic out of that. And then you need to answer the star level challenge questions at the bottom of the infographic instructions. So these need to be done in your workbook. This is what an infographic looks like in case you haven't heard of it. Basically, it is like an accumulation of information and pictures. You don't need to include masses of information. You might just be working through the steps. So you do step 1, define the problem, blah, 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 for the rest of the engineering design process and include pictures along the way. Now, I've said that you can do this infographic on a PowerPoint if that's easier for you, or if you'd like to do it on Canva, you may do it there as well. So it's just a simple document with simple writing, simple steps, and images to go along. Okay, so here's what a few look like. They're not anything to do with STEM. I want you to come up with your own ideas. Before I go more into what you need to know for the rest of the week, I just want you to know that your infographic and questions are due on Thursday, the 10th of Feb at 3:15. I'm quickly going to run you through the infographic instructions. So they're available on Daymap. Hopefully you can see them up on my screen right now. So your task is to create an infographic like the one I just showed you that demonstrates how the engineering design process can be used to solve a simple problem. You came up with that simple problem on Friday and you drafted an example of using the engineering design process to solve that problem. If you're still struggling to come up with a problem, I've included some here for you. So needing to bake a cake, needing to stop burning your toast every morning, etc., etc. All right. So you need to create this infographic on any platform that you desire, PowerPoint, Canva, or what I've suggested. If you want to do a Word document, you can do a Word document. Make sure you use that engineering design process taco party video that we watched as an example of what you need to do. I just want you to be wary that your constraints are going to differ depending on your chosen problem. All right, so in some places you're going to have to come up with your own constraints. So if you're making a cake, you might say that one of your constraints is that your friend is gluten-free or dairy-free or something like that. Your constraints will differ depending on your chosen problem. So your infographic must include a flow chart that demonstrates an example of using the engineering design process to solve a problem. You need to include pictures, okay? Now, part B, this is the questions where you're going to justify the decisions you've made. All right, so I've said you need to do at least 5 of the following questions. You can see that I've separated them into 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star challenge levels like normal. You need to choose at least 5, all right? So that's pushing you to just not choose the 1-star questions. It's asking you to think about maybe doing 2-star questions and 3-star questions as well. All right. If you have any questions at all, guys, please message me on Daymap or ring me on Teams or send me a message on Teams, okay? I'm just going to quickly flick back to the PowerPoint just with a few more details for the rest of your week. So like I said, infographic is due Thursday the 10th of Feb at 3:15. Our next Teams meeting will be on Thursday. So we're going to be on Teams together having a look at our examples of the engineering design process, and I'm going to introduce you to your first assignment. All right, so have a lovely day, guys. If you're struggling with the engineering design process, I've got the diagram here that we looked at last Friday and the link to the YouTube video as well. But other than that, have a fantastic day, and I will see you on Teams on Thursday.